Was it a bad one?
No, it was just like, keep whacking, whack the back. It's hilarious.
All right, you faced his defense last year. How different is this new defense that Roof is running in terms of what you guys have to do on the offensive line?
Well, it's a lot different than the one we faced last year, you know. But we're a little bit familiar, you know. We followed, you know, Coach Roof from other places, and you know, we're just trying to gather up as much information as we can on him.
This Jared Wheeler kid seems a little bit different, in a good way. Just talk about him. I mean, just watching him get to that second level and just start pounding little people, it looks pretty interesting.
Yeah. Well, first of all, I can't even pronounce his classes. You know what I mean? He's a civil engineer, and I said, "What class are you in that you're missing practice?" And he started writing it on the board. You know, and it was filling up the board, the name of the class. So, but he's a terrific kid, a really good player, and he's really doing a good job, and it's a great thing because we need him. You know, we're a little dinged up, and guys have been back and forth playing a lot of positions, and he's doing a good job and can play anywhere for us.
Is it just that he's blossomed that fast, or you know, where was he last year in the mix, or why is he coming on so strong?
Well, he's very tough and smart, and you know, all the stuff you look for in O-line. You want dependable, reliable, accountable, tough, smart, hard workers, and that's what he's about.
I'm sure you see all those things in practice, but it's different once they get in the game and do it. You really hadn't done that in the game until these last 2 weeks.
Well, actually, he did it last year in a lot of games. He really did a good job for us in backup time, and that's what, you know, Coach, I've never done this, but Coach Golden really insisted on us playing everybody, and we just didn't have enough to play too deep. And now we do, but then we got dinged up with a couple injuries. But that's what he wants, and I love it because it just, you know, it allows you to move guys around and all the walkthroughs and preparation you do, and then develop guys that can play multiple positions. And so it gets like the NFL. I mean, the NFL dresses 47 on Sunday. About 7 or 8 of them are offensive linemen. So you better have versatility. You can't just have, like, I'm a left tackle. I tell guys, don't tell me that. You got 5 spots in here, learn them all, and be good at it, you know. So
speaking of which, you know, it looks like Chantrell got some of that too, the versatility that he's able to move around.
Very, very much so. Now, we haven't put him at guard, but actually he can handle that too, you know. And then Wheeler today, we put him at tackle, and he did a good job at that. So, you know, you put him in walkthrough situations where they don't have to go, you know, full speed right away, and then all of a sudden they get the hang of it, because it's all, you know, because a lot of carryover naturally.
Wheeler is saying that when he studies film, he's looking at the center, he's looking at the tackle, he's looking at the guard. Can that get confusing for a lineman?
Not really, because we're trying to make a, you know, we're trying to make them communicate with each other. So you're only good as an offensive lineman if you're communicating to the guy next to you. Because if you play good and block good and that guy doesn't play good, we have a bad play, you know. So it's all about being versatile enough to know everything, and that's the first thing we say. You know, I mean, Wheeler's 6'5", 320 pounds. You know, Bunch is 6'6", 327 pounds. You know, and the fact that they're able to do that, a Bunch can actually play center now. You know, and he couldn't play last year. So, you know, and I think we can put them in games and they can operate efficiently enough that maybe we can win the game. You know, which if you get to the second or third guy at that position, that's hard to do.
All right.
You know?